Hey everyone, I hope you're all well. Let's get into our prayer and our reading, see what we need to hear for today. Dear God, Holy Spirit and Spirit Guides, please help me to give this message of clarity to the collective and anything else we may need to know moving forward. I pray in Jesus' name, amen. Oh, okay, so there's a real cool, calm energy, beautiful stillness. You found some sort of peace here. Yeah, definitely let go of a lot of weight. A lot of weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's such a, I don't know how to put it into words. It's such a refreshing, clean, fun, calm energy. Yeah, very fun and calm. There's great alignment here, and it's like you've let go of something. I just keep coming back to this weight, this heavy weight that was holding you down like an anchor, holding you there like an anchor would hold a boat in spot. There's something here where it was holding you down. Could be like, like a ball and chain. Could be a relationship here that was toxic. Yeah, high priest and priestess here in the sideways and baby in the sideways. Definitely a graduation here. There's some sort of graduation that has happened from baby, adolescence to now. I mentioned this in the last reading as well, or the one before, about looking back on the past and realizing how far you've come. And then we've got unrequited love here. Okay, let's get into that. Baby in the sideways and high priest, high priestess. Okay, what's this unrequited love? Tell us about this, please. This could have to do with past relationships where you would give all of your, because this has been a running thing lately, you would give all of yourself and deplete yourself within a relationship and finding the balance now. And I think there may have been some relationships where you were giving more to this person than what they were giving back to you. They weren't matching your energy. There wasn't a give and a receive energy there. It wasn't a two-way street. It was always a one-way street with the unrequited love, that you always had more love for them. Not that they never had love for you. I'm not saying that. They probably would have had love for you, but not in the same way you had for them. And it's kind of like you would seek their validation and seek their love by giving more, thinking that that's going to work. But found out in the long run, no, that doesn't work. It just creates pain, and I have to love myself before I can love anybody else. So recognizing this, there's something here throughout many different relationships where you've always given more of yourself to the person than what they've given to you. And now you've realized that depletes you. You've found that balance here now where you pour into yourself, give into yourself, validate yourself, because you don't need it from external sources. It's something that needs to come from within you, and you've found that out now. There's major balance here, and even how the cards are falling, there's major balance and alignment. We've also got monk or nun in reverse. Tell me about this in reverse. Forgiveness in reverse. I feel as though there was a big change up. You are very different to who you used to be. I feel as though there was a complete 180 where you're just completely different now. And maybe before you would hold on to grudges and things, and you no longer do that. Just give me a second, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, there's a huge turnaround. And with monk or nun in reverse and the forgiveness in reverse, I feel like there's something here where, okay, there come oh my god, how do I even say this? Okay, so many years ago, you got a rude awakening, and I feel as though you went through a dark night of the soul. And when this happened, there was a mirror held up to you, and it showed you who you really are. And there was something that happened, and you didn't like what you seen. So you made a complete change around. Okay, I need to say what qualities they were, okay? There's something where you were trying to like bypass it and not address it, but we need to address it because you need to address how far you've come and you're not doing that. So when we go back and we look back on it, there's something where it's still lingering energy. And the lingering energy is that you used to be a really, really nasty person. Okay, and that's just how it is. Look, I can relate to this. I'm actually getting a little bit emotional to myself because, yeah, I can relate. I wasn't the nicest of people back in the day. And I didn't have very good qualities. I was vengeful and hateful and nasty and just not kind, and when I started to see that, that's not the person I want to be, I need to make a change, and I made that change. Like you made that change, and you turned everything around for the better. And I feel like you don't really recognize how much you did for yourself, and in turn did for others, because you created a change, and you set an example, and you continue to do so. And I feel like this stems a lot from adolescence years, like teenage years. And then, okay, so with me, once I become a parent, when I had my first child, that changed me. That changed everything for me. Even when I hit like 21, 22, something just switched in me and it changed. When you have children, it changes you. And even if you don't have children, you will get to a point in your life where something will happen and it will internally change you. You seen this, that no, you were definitely no monk or no nun, and there was no forgiveness. That was then. And this is now. And this is a long time later. Like, I turned 40 this year in March. So, say 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Oh, we are getting old. We're getting up there. And there's something with recognizing the turnaround. And you're not still there at 40 years old. You are not the same person you used to be. But I'm sure you're aware of people around you, or you may even have friends around you that are the same way. And they will not do the reflection, they will not do the work, and they won't see themselves for who they really are. And you're able to do that. There's something here with them not really wanting to accept who you are or take, how do I say this? They don't really value your opinion or take it on board because they don't believe you. That's what it comes down to. They don't believe you. And I feel like you've recognized that that's up to them to make those choices. That's their path, and you've detached from this. You've let go from this, and you're walking your own path and understanding that that's okay. That's their journey, and that's fine. It's entirely up to them what they want to do. But you have a different path now. You're on your purpose now, and you have passion. And there's no more time for these wars and battles here. The wars and battles are done. And we've got Atlantis and vows. Why are these in reverse? Oh, family ties. Okay. Yeah, this has been a running thing too, letting go of the family ties. So it could even be, if it's not family, it could be friends, relationships, situationships. And not having more devotion and respect for them than you do yourself. Knowing that you've got the respect, you don't need to have their respect. That's on them if they don't respect you, because you respect yourself. You love yourself and you validate yourself. You don't need them to do that. And you've broken these ties, and they probably wouldn't have liked that. No doubt they would not have liked that with these ties being broken, because they can't control you. There could be someone here trying to control you and isolate you as well. I'm getting that narc energy now, like the narcissist energy. And then love life has just come out. Okay, love life has just come out as I'm saying that. It is someone in your love life, relationship, situationship. They are trying to isolate you and control you. You need to get away from them. Love life. Alright, what else do we need to know? I feel like I need a different deck. What else? Alright, we'll go one more with these and then we'll get a dragon deck. Anything else we need to know with this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Scribe or writer. You could be a scribe or writer. And then we've got spirituality and religion in reverse. Oh, okay. There could be a divide with the love life here about spirituality and religion. Now, I feel as though religion divides and love unites. Jesus stood for love and uniting. Religion only divides us. And if we want to unite as a human race and have respect for one another, we need to have that common ground, common respect for fellow human beings. And there's something here with the religion. Yeah, that's got to do with your love life there, the religion aspect. Alright, anything else we need to know with these? I feel like you might I was going to say German. No, I was not going to say German. I was going to say journaling. You could be journaling. But now Germans come out. They might be German. Or you could be German. And it says Greco-Roman there. There's your extra confirmation that you're just asking for. Alright. Closing out now. Anything else you need to know? Black Dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. And coming back to the beginning of the reading, what were we talking about? A huge switch around and things are changing. And then we've got Air and Earth Dragon. Sorry, Earth and Air Dragon. Represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced. Ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Wow. Beautiful. Finding the balance there, extra confirmation with that as well. Like I said before, oh, excuse me, you might be having a bit of chest problems at the moment, throat issues. You might be sick with the flu. There's something here with the throat issues. Anything else you need to know? This balance is going to bring you a certain amount of peace if it hasn't already, because at the beginning of the reading, oh my God, what is going on? I can't talk. At the beginning of the reading, there was so much peace, calm, and stillness. So if this isn't what you're experiencing yet because of this person in your life, just know that once you eliminate that out of your life, you will have that peace, because they're bringing chaos and drama. All right, this one's in reverse. I don't normally take these in reverse. What have we got here? Orange Dragon brings soul, families, and communities together, and it was in reverse. They're isolating you. Again, coming back to the isolating. Like if you're bonding with someone else and you're spending time with someone else, they're getting jealous, or they just act weird with you, or, you know, you feel a certain tension in the air. That's not healthy, man. Like, seriously, haven't you already asked yourself, like, what's wrong with them? Why are they behaving like this? You don't need that in your life, and don't feel like you have to have that in your life. You are in control of your life, and you tell them, no, we're done. I'm not putting up with that. If you're not going to change that behavior, then where does that leave us? Leaves us nowhere, because it's chaining you, and they want you in chains. They want to control you. So if you want to live that life, then cool, you know, yeah, that's your journey. Do what you want. But it's going to deplete you. You're not going to feel good. All right, what else does this say? Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bringing people everywhere together. And what was I talking about? With Jesus and love, uniting. Religion, dividing. Like, wow, extra confirmation. And then we've got Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Again with the soul wisdom. With our Black Dragon from Saturn, bringing spiritual wisdom. And owls could be very significant for you as well. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and okay. You have some sort of throat blockage, and this is the blue card as well. There's something here you don't want to speak up on because you're a bit... Oh, you stutter. Okay. You stutter and you get a bit scared. And you might even like get a bit shaky kind of thing from the nerves. Okay. Now, I know this isn't probably going to help because you're going to be like, oh, everyone says that. Breath work. I know. Breath work. It's going to help. And it's really hard to be in that stillness and do the breath work when you're in that state. I get it. And then your voice gets shaky and then you can't swallow properly and you feel like you got a lump in your throat, and I get it. There may even be, if it's that extreme and you've tried all the different techniques and they're not working, there could even be the over-the-counter things you could try, like the herbal... Oh, what's that? The herbal remedies for stress relief and anxiety. Try those. They might help you. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, develop your psychic abilities and receive inevitable soul knowledge. Soul knowledge, the wisdom. So go within, meditate, take time for yourself. Being comfortable in your own skin here is going to really help you with that anxiety. I feel like there's something else we need to know. What do we need to know? These ones? Okay. Right, let's just push that over there for a minute. Oh. Yeah, you could be really sick with the flu. There's a lot of build up there of phlegm. There's something with the chest. Oh, well, I'm praying for you. I hope you feel better soon. Alright, what do we need to know? The final say is God's alone. There we go. Whatever you're worried about, put it in God's hands. Because the final say is His. And then we've got think before acting. Time is precious. Use your time wisely. There's something here with the thinking before acting, and that could be actually like you're overthinking. It's not just thinking, and it's creating these blockages for you. I feel like you might yeah, it's just like overthinking. You sit in it and mull it over in all the different ways and the scenarios. I bet you're a child of Wednesday, aren't you, like me? Like I'm Wednesday's child, full of woe. If you're born on a Wednesday, you know, Wednesday's child is full of woe. And you overthink a lot, in your mind a lot. And just remember, what helps me get out of it is I remember how precious our time is. And we only get a certain amount of time here, and to use it wisely. Not overthink it. And act today, because tomorrow is never promised. What have we got here? Manipulation. Be careful of this new person, but it's in reverse. So being careful of this old person with the manipulation that we were talking about before, that narcissist energy. Beautiful, mighty warrior. Strength, wisdom, and resilience. There's your extra confirmation if you needed any more. Look at that. Wow. Okay. What else do we need to know now? Closing out, please. Oh. Feel like something's fallen down. You mentioned this in the last reading as well, with the foundations crumbling. The old belief systems, the old ways, they're all crumbling down, and you're a new person now. Karma is on the way to them. There you go. Look at that. You've seen how that flew out. Karma is on the way to them. Because the final say is God's alone. They think like they've got some say or something. Ah, okay. Take a step back for a different perspective. And this is about this manipulative person. Taking a step back and looking at it in a different way. They create so many blockages in you, you can't even speak. Ooh! Oh, ew, I hate that energy. I know I shouldn't say hate, but I hate that energy. When we smile, we shine. Shine from the inside, smile from the inside. Yes. Didn't I say before they had you in chains, making you feel a certain kind of way? Need to detach from the man. Oh, just know I'm praying for you. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you what to do. Please don't think that. The choice is yours. I just feel what I feel. Energy doesn't lie. People lie. Words lie. Energy does not lie. And this is the energy. You'll start smiling and shining too. Okay. Anything else now? Really close it out this time. I always say that, don't I? Close it out now, then I'll do another one. Okay. Oh, well, we've got one here. And sometimes something else needs to be said, you know? So what have we got here? The curse breaker of the family. Why was that in reverse? Tell me about this. Why is that in reverse? Maybe you don't think you're the curse breaker of the family, but you are. And that would be a relevant thing here, because there's something with not seeing how far you've come. And it's not like you get credit or anything from people around you and that. It's not like that. So, like, yeah, you wouldn't know, would you? Ocean, overseas, and flying. There's something, okay. There's something where you're going to go on a flight or something and now you're not. What's this about the flight? Ocean, overseas, flying in reverse. Okay, it's one of two things. There's something that you either have a gut feeling about, you don't want to go on this certain flight. Don't do it then. Follow your gut. Trust yourself. Don't do it. There'd be a reason why your body's protecting you. That's our body protecting us, saying, hold up, we need to think about this. And if it's not that, there's something with you were going to go on a holiday or you were going to go somewhere and you're just choosing not to go now. But I'm really getting like there's something where you had like a bad feeling that you were going to go overseas or go on this plane or something, and you got a bad feeling, you're like, nah, I've got to listen to that. And you may have just said, no, I'm not going. Or maybe this is yet to come. It could even be like people with you, like you're all going together and you don't want to let them down and you feel a kind of way about not letting them down, so you don't want to tell them no. You need to think of yourself first. And if you're not feeling a certain way about it, then you express that to them. They should respect that. And if they don't, then what kind of friends are they? You know, like you're not telling them not to go. That's their choice if they want to go or not. You're making a decision for yourself if you choose not to go because you're getting a really bad feeling or feeling some kind of way about it, then you listen to that. And not having to listen to other people. What's this about? What else do we need to know about this? Only God weighs our heart. Only God judges. Judge not, lest thee be judged. Matthew 7:1. So if they're going to judge you for it because you feel that kind of way, then, oh, well, that's on them, isn't it? And then we've got, God got you. I love it. You will get signs in the form of feathers. So if you're looking for signs lately, you'll start to see them in the signs of feathers. These throat blockages, man. I'm praying for you. And just remember, God got you. No need to worry. Hope that helps, guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.